let's get started. What is a fire ceremony? You know, it's interesting that ceremony is one of the most effective ways to bring in change, because it works on so many levels, not just energetic level, because what we're doing we're going to be calling in spirits, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of interesting things, guys, okay? But it also works on a psychological level, because when you participate in a ceremony and you witness, because you're in a ceremony, the idea is to be a witness. You're witnessing this process of change happening. It does something psychologically. It works. You know, shamans have been doing it for tens of thousands of years. I didn't invent it, so you know, if it ain't broken, don't try and fix it. You just go with it. This works for sure. So I'm going to teach you guys a fire ceremony, and this ceremony is very straightforward. It's not rocket science. The ceremony is a very easy one. Every new moon, every full moon, do one. Do it and release, let go of whatever issue that you're working on at that time. So we're going to go through the process, and I'm going to remind you when to do it yourself. And you just keep doing make this part of your spiritual practice, part of your healing journey. Okay? This is a very powerful way of healing deep inner wounds, those ones that have rooted that you can't figure out how to get rid of. This helps, so you just add it, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to open up sacred space. I'm going to call in some powerful archetypes to come and protect us. You know, whenever you're doing energy work, you need protection, because there's a lot of hungry spirits around that aren't being fed. Anyone have Palo Santo? Now is a good time to go get yours. And I'll give you a few seconds to go and get it. Just cleanse the air around you. So just burn your candle. You need to have a candle. So the candle, what I've done is I've gone for a small piece of paper. So for our fire ceremony, what you're going to need is a candle. Okay, any candle, doesn't matter. We just need fire. Look, what we would normally do as shaman is have a big raging fire, and that's the proper way to do it. But obviously, you know, I can't, you know, create a big fire in my office now. Do you see what I mean? So this will do. In this fire, I have called a very powerful elemental spirit. It's a guardian of mine, and I call it grandfather fire. It's a very powerful spirit that helps me even with my work. So I've called it, and as I've called it, every one of you that lights a flame, grandfather fire will bring its presence within your sacred. So once I create sacred space, this sacred space is going to be extended to every single person that's watching this. And in that sacred space, grandfather fire will be in there as well. Grandfather fire plays a very important role in this ritual, or in this ceremony. It's not quite, it's a ritual, but. Right, so you can have a toothpick, a piece of wood, or you know, a dried twig, because we're going to burn it. But I'm going to use this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to twist it. And I'm going to turn it into, so I'm just going to do this with it. Okay. So I've made it into like a stick. So those of you that have that, go ahead and do it. Okay, just twist it. Okay. Right, something like that. Okay. So your stick, your fire. That's all we're gonna need. Well, that's all you're gonna need. So let me give you 2 seconds to go make sure you're sorted, and some Palo Santo, and just burn it and just cleanse the air around you, cleanse your energy, and then I'm going to open up sacred space, and then we're going to go through the process very quick. It's going to be like a 5-minute job, 5-10 minutes. We're not going to be on here for 90 minutes, I promise you. And then when we're done, you can do this ceremony every new moon and every full moon. Those are the most powerful times to do it. Today's a full moon, and that's why we're doing it today. So just cleanse your space with the intentions, creating sacred space, okay? Go clockwise, yeah, with your Palo Santo. Right, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up sacred space. I'm going to call in 4 powerful archetypes from the 4 corners. They're going to come in and protect us. They're basically archangels, but in the lineage, we don't call them the same name that the Christ consciousness lot call them. I work with both, but these are very different and these are very powerful archetypes. I'm going to be using spirit water. So this is Florida water, flower water. This is what we use to feed spirits. When we call spirits, we need to give them something to feed on. All energy has to be fed, to be sustained on all levels. So whenever I call them, they come and they're happy because they know they're going to get fed. To the winds of the south, great serpent, come and wrap your coils of light around us and protect the sacred space. Teach us to shed the past the way you shed your skin and to walk softly on the earth. Teach us the beauty way. Aho! To the winds of the west, mother, sister, jaguar, come, great tracker. Come, protector. Come and protect the sacred space and keep us safe. Teach us the way of peace, impeccability. Show us the way beyond death. Aho! To the winds of the north, hummingbird, mother, sister, come, grandmothers, grandfathers, ancient ones. Come and warm your hands by our fire and protect this sacred space. Whisper to us in the winds, we honor you, you who have come before us, and you who will come after us, our children's children. Aho! To the winds of the east, eagle, condor, come to us from the place of the rising sun and protect the sacred space. Keep us safe under your wings and show us the mountains we only dare to dream of. Teach us to fly wing to wing with the great spirit. Aho! Mother Earth, Pachamama, we've gathered for the healing of all of your children. The stone people, the plant people, the creepy crawlers, the fin, the third, the two-legged, the four-legged. We've gathered for the healing of all of them, Mother. Come protect the sacred space. Aho. Father, Son, Grandmother Moon, to the star nations, great spirit, you who are known by 1,000 names and you who are the unnameable one, come and protect the sacred space. Luminous ones, come and allow us to sing the song of life. Aho. Right, so we are officially protected right now. We called in all the archetypes from all the different directions. So now, what we are going to do, I hope you've got all of your, let's see, let me try and arrange myself so you can see what I am doing. Okay. You can see my fire. Okay, so I invite you guys to join me in a fire ceremony, where we place into the fire whatever it is that's getting in our way. So our deep inner wounds, from traumas that are manifesting in our lives today, those things that are in our way and preventing us from becoming, the solution in our lives. Okay, so we call this the death arrow. Again, it was a piece of paper, for those of you that are just joining, and I've twisted it into this. Okay. It could be a twig, it could be a toothpick, it could be something that burns. You're going to need a saucer, something to put this into when it burns, because you're going to burn all of it. All right. So what I would like you to do, okay, is you've got this now. Whatever it is that is in your way, okay? Whatever the issue is in your life that is blocking you right now from reaching your happy place, okay? Whatever it is, bring that into your awareness. That addiction, that relationship that is just the worst. That habit that you know that is just pulling you down. You know, all these things are physical manifestations of those dark energy programs that are floating in your luminous field that have now rooted in the chakra and are now manifesting in this physical world. You know, everything wants to root. Everything that is in this physical world wants to root. So even these negative energies, once they can root into your chakra, that is their connection to earth. That's how they can express themselves and eventually free themselves of whatever torment or distortion, disharmony. Everything in this universe is trying to bring itself into harmony in some way, shape or form. All your wounds are trying to do the same. So when they manifest as pain, as suffering, as disease, that is the way they manifest. They are rooting to get out, because once they've completed and done whatever they need to do, that's it, they're done. So, but the problem is, when they root, they create a whole load of turmoil in our lives, which, you know, kind of, it's weird. It's helping and it's not. It's making things terrible for us and it's causing more damage than good. So it's better that we transmute them with love and in a much more efficient way, as opposed to suffering. We can mitigate suffering. So let's invoke the universal law of wisdom instead. Okay? So that addiction, that relationship, that person you can't stand, that thing that you know you need to let go of, blow it into your death arrow. Okay guys, blow it in, visualize it, take it in and blow it into your death arrow and visualize whatever it is that you need to let go of, whatever that issue is. When you're blowing, visualize it coming out in your breath. That's the energy, whatever color you want to make it. If you want to make it dark, red, green, purple, put that color in your breath and you're breathing it out. Take your time and blow it all in, up and down. Okay, so blow it all in. Just make sure my candle is visible. Now take it to the fire. Take it to the fire. While this death hour is burning, it's transmuting not only whatever it is you're burning, your death arrow, into smoke, but it's transmuting those issues. You know, when you blew those things into this, you blew energy, you blew the energetic signatures into this, right, with the intention. And now they're burning and being transmuted into smoke. And Grandfather Fire, Spirit, is taking this smoke into the heavens to the luminous ones that are there waiting. And those luminous ones are your ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, you know, your higher self, your whole spirit team, okay? It's taking all of this now as smoke into the heavens to start working on those instructions that you've just given, okay? Now, just before we carry on to the next part, just make sure it's burnt 100%, so you could turn it around or just play around with it. Sometimes tweezers are needed, you know, when one side burns, you need to hold the other side just to make sure that you don't burn your fingers, okay? So what you need to do next is you need to bring the fire to your energy centers. So you bring it to your forehead. Bring it to your forehead. Bring the fire to your forehead and hold it over your third eye chakra. That we may have the wisdom to know when to act and when to witness. Okay, get the fire again. bring the fire to your heart. Hold it there. Bring the heat. You can feel it in your hands. Put it in your heart, that we may have the munai, the love, to be in service to whoever needs it, you know, or to whatever that is for the highest good for humanity and the earth. Okay, take the fire again. Bring it to your womb, to the belly. Bring it to your belly. Put the fire in your belly. Okay, to the place that we create from, that fire, that we may become the midwives of the time to come. Okay, now say out loud to the Great Spirit, may thy will be done. Repeat after me. To the Great Spirit, may thy will be done. Make me an instrument for your light and your love, that I may be able to bring a little bit of beauty, a little bit of peace, and a little bit of healing to others and to all beings on the earth, and to our mother, Pachamama, Mother Earth, Gaia. Okay? Right. Whatever you do not blow the candle out. Okay? You can suffocate it with something. What I prefer to do is just, if you blow the fire out with your breath, you've just undone everything that we've just done. So whatever you do, do not blow it out with your breath. We are done. The fire ceremony is done. It seems so simple, isn't it? But something really powerful and magical and extraordinary just happened. So listen, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been an honor and a privilege on my side to be able to serve and to share my gifts with you all. Until next time.